professionals and head to confessional. And once I'm in the booth, I feel real congressional. Welcome to the episode. Please like and subscribe. Don't drink and drive when you can smoke and fly. Soaring so high into the night sky, reaching for the stars, but they landed on a moon pie.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to Awkward Intelligence. I'm Intox along with
BDot, baby.
Episode 67.
We in the building, baby.
On the road to 75.
67 at 13.
13 is a power number. That's the one they try to hide that from us, man.
Yeah.
You know all that. Mm-hmm. It's all backwards. When they tell us it's a bad number, it's probably because it's a good number.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Shit, we actually have 13 months.
Right? See? Boom. Already, see what I'm saying?
That's
already making
crazy.
sense, right?
Right.
It's technically 13 months.
Yeah.
They say they'll all be like 28 days, right? If you do 13 months, it's technically like 28 days each month, right? And that is, they say that is the actual cycle of the moon. Mm-hmm. But because the way we've offset it, it makes it feel awkward where the moon ends up doing something on the 9th, and you're like, I thought it was the end of the month, but it's it's like, they got us all fucking loopy, man.
Right.
With these, we talked about it with calendars and bullshit. You know what I mean?
If you notice, like the moon, it does like a cycle every month.
Yes.
So like in the beginning of the month, it's full, and then like toward the end,
and then it renews.
Yeah,
it's like the renewed month or the renewed birth and all that stuff they talk about.
Damn.
And everything. Yeah. But yeah,
that should be crazy.
That's how they got us fucked up with these calendars. You know what I mean? They got us on different calendars, doing different things. I mean, they've inserted or stolen years out of them, and we don't know when fucking time really starts, man. We don't fucking have no clue about any of that shit.
Unless you find out on your own.
Do your research.
For real.
Yeah, because otherwise, this is the stuff they're not teaching you in school.
Yeah, you'll never know. You just be blind forever.
Yeah. You gotta search the information.
Yeah.
Or at least want to seek it. Some of y'all just don't want to seek it yet. You're not there. You're not in that moment. You're happy with the programming you have. And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Everybody's in their own path, But if you're starting to be like, something don't feel right, I don't feel right, this world don't feel right, energies are off, what's happening? I mean, if you're just feeling something, then think about it, Think about what you got going on and start figuring out your ideas and your purpose and your crafts and your passions and your, just start looking at the world again and start looking at it logically, not from what you were told, but looking at it logically and going, what's this world really consist of?
Right. Shit. I heard even people say don't look at the world with your two eyes. Mm-hmm. You gotta look at it with your third eye.
Correct.
So I was like, bomb droppers.
Already starting it. Let's go.
You know what I'm saying? So, gotta open that third eye, baby. Got to.
Yeah.
Gotta open that
that's why I said
eye.
at this point in the program, if you're not thinking something is off, something's weird, something's going on, something's not right in this world, then you're just not going to wake up at all. You're just going to be one of those people that's not ready for this moment.
Right.
And there's some of y'all that are just that way. That's just the way the world works. Not all of us, per se, are here for what we think is the Great Awakening and the New World. And some of these people are just here to usher in this idea. Some of these people are here helping us. Mm-hmm. And you know what I mean? And we may be the ones helping and don't even realize it. You know what I mean? We don't know what we are, truthfully. You know what I mean? I'm not saying I'm 100% awake and know what my true purpose is and what my mission is here and everything. But I listen.
But you got an idea, though.
But I have an idea, and I listen to the signs, and I pay attention, and I'm learning, and I'm researching, and I'm doing things.
Right.
So,
yeah, you're never too old to learn. I don't give a damn how old you are. Right. You're never too old to learn.
Right.
Yeah.
No, you should never stop learning.
Right.
Now, you don't have to go to school to learn, though. That's where a lot of people, I think, misconstrue that idea. Is they're like, well, I didn't get a degree and I didn't do this. It's like, you don't have to get a degree to say you learned anything. Right. You know what I mean? Right. You're going to realize that a lot of this stuff out here is all just is research and know as you go. You know what I mean? It's not. There's no handbook that tells you exactly how to do all this. But the thing is the more things you know, the more things you understand, the more that opens up your third eye to you see the world differently. You see the world in a whole new perspective. That's what we're trying to help with. That's what Awkward Intelligence is about, you know?
Bomb droppers. Yeah. You know? Shit.
Yes, sir.
I just want to give a shout out to you, man. You know, I wasn't informed, didn't know.
I appreciate it.
You know, just want to give a shout out to you. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you, sir.
Today's
Appreciate
your
it.
birthday.
Appreciate it.
Ladies and gentlemen.
So let's go ahead and get the toast together, right?
Yeah. You know? Shit.
Let's get the toast together.
We still here, baby. You know what I mean? Gotta thank a man above. Thank your creator.
Yep. So today we're recording this episode, and this is my official birthday. But some of my people got together this weekend that just passed and was able to put something together for me and throw a little something together. So, and it was all a surprise. I had no idea anything was happening.
You got surprised?
I got surprised.
Oh, you had one of the surprise parties.
Yeah, so I got
That's
surprised.
crazy. I never had one of those before.
I never really had one like that.
I always
either.
seen it on TV and shit. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers come home and motherfuckers jump out and shit. Like, whoa. It was like that?
They tried to be a little bit like that.
Okay,
but, you know
okay.
what I mean? I'm a Pisces,
You
baby.
caught on.
I know what's happening over here.
Felt something was off, huh?
You got to get up pretty early in the morning and fool this guy.
Like, hold on. Something ain't right.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah, I'll give y'all the rundown. I'll give y'all the rundown.
Yeah, you said that earlier, too.
Yeah, I'll give y'all the
All
rundown.
the energies and shit, you know what I mean?
So yeah, the energy was beautiful. It was great. So yeah. So basically, like I was told, I don't know. You want a little more? You good with that?
I'm good with this right now.
Yeah, I was told Saturday that I was going out like on a date. My lady was like, "Hey, I'm gonna take you on a date. We're gonna go do an escape room,
Okay.
and maybe do some bowling later that night." And I was like, "Cool. Sounds like a cool date night to me. You know, go just run around and chill, right?" So the idea was that we get to the escape room area, you know, and I'm not thinking anything crazy, you know, but we get there and they were like, "How many guests today? Is it 6 guests?" And it's just me and her, you know. So and then she was like, "Oh no, just 2." So it was that little thing, and I was kind of like, that was weird, but I was like, whatever. I mean, you can have more people here, so maybe they were just asking, you know.
6 though, but yeah.
But you know what I mean? They
I
were
see
just
where you
asking.
catch all of that. Okay.
But they were just asking, so I get
Right.
it. You know, it could be anything. I've never been here. I don't know what the questions are. You know what I mean? But that was like one little clue I kind of threw in the back of my mind, like, okay, what was that? But whatever. then I go sit down and they say, give us 5 minutes and we'll get y'all ushered into the room and everything's get going. Just give us a couple minutes to get us set up. Well, I'm sitting there in the spot and all of a sudden Mr. Prim walks by. And I'm like, what are you doing here?
Hilarious.
So he's like, oh man, what's up? Just, I was just right here, man. I'm right here. I'm about to be in here with y'all. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So I'm thinking, cool. You invited Brand and maybe a couple people, right? So there might be a couple people to do the escape room. Not a big deal. So I end up going in the escape room, and then like, my lady's like, I gotta go to the bathroom, and I'm like, right now? We just walked in here, and you gotta go now? Like we were sitting here for 5 minutes, and now all of a sudden you gotta go. So she runs out. And then not even a minute later, she's back in. And I'm like, you did not go to the bathroom. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, then after that, my kids and everybody runs in and we get a full packed house of 6 people.
Oh, wow.
And we start working this freaking escape room and shit, right? So, and we're having a good time. We're laughing. We're joking. We're doing our thing. And we got down to the last fucking thing and we did not make it.
Don't feel bad.
But yeah, I was like, we didn't make it. But I was like, but we had a good time. It was crazy. And I didn't expect them to be there. You know what I mean? So that's the beginning. That's the escape room, right?
That's what's up.
So we leave the escape room. We're laughing. We're joking. We get out of there. And then immediately everybody just disappears. Except for me. It's just me and my lady again chilling. And all of a sudden everybody else just was like, all right, see you later. And they just dipped out. And I'm like, I'm like, what the fuck was going on? What was that all about? I was like, that was weird. You know, I'm still not thinking nothing, right?
Right.
I'm like, that's enough. You know, I mean, already that's cool. You know, whatever. So we walk around for a minute at the mall, and then we end up going to bowling. So on our way to bowling, so we head to bowling, and then when I get to the bowling,
Just you and her, right?
Just me and her right now. Yeah, it's just me and her again. Everybody else dipped. Just like, okay, whatever. You know what I mean? I'm like, maybe they were just here for that moment. Okay, cool. You know, glad we could share that moment. That's what I'm thinking at the time. I'm not thinking anything crazy. Then we get to the bowling alley, and I see a couple of cars that I know. You know what I mean? And I'm like, okay, there's a couple of cars here that I know. That's weird. Whatever. Park. Go inside, and then there's just like all these people. You know what I mean? Just like other friends and people and things and just people some people I hadn't even seen in a long time. It was just people there. And I'm just like, energy was just incredible, man.
Wow.
I was just hugging everybody and they were just saying, you know, happy birthday and all this stuff and chilling. And it was just good energy. And then we had a couple hours of bowling and we just had a good time. We laughed, we joked, we talked shit, you know. Everybody had a good time, so it was really cool, and so I was excited. It was, you know what I mean. It was really cool that they snuck it on me like that.
Yeah.
You know? And it was like I got to share it with all these good people, you know.
Right.
So that was awesome. So that's why, like I said, coming to do this today wasn't a big deal of me being like a birthday today, because they kind of celebrated it for me already. Today's the official day. But the energy has just been there all week. You know what I mean? So that's cool. I enjoy that. That's not a problem. You know what I mean? But usually I don't make a big deal out of my birthday for the most part. I usually don't.
Well, since we into surprises.
I know, right? Where the fuck were they hiding back there? Yo, that'd have been wild.
Oh wow, man! Yeah, that's cool though, man. That's probably
so. Yeah,
it was the first time ever having
something like that. A surprise like that. Yes,
like
you know
your friends around and shit.
Yeah,
like
that many people. Like, you know what I mean? People that I wasn't even expecting to see. You know what I mean? Like there was a few people there. I was like, I wasn't even thinking you would even. Yeah, I mean, like not even thinking you'd be around, and all of a sudden you're here. So that was cool. And everybody just had good energy, and you know what I mean? And we just was laughing and joking and fucking, you know, just having a good time.
That's what's up, man.
Just like we said, we were adults having fun. We were just having fun. Didn't matter. You know, like I think the highest bowler of the night was like 131, you know. And so like nobody was bowling incredible. You know what I mean? Nobody was doing any incredible bowling, but we were having a good time. We were enjoying each other's energy, and that was what was cool about it. That was real exciting.
Yeah. So that matters, man. That's really all that matters.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But some people turn this shit.
A couple of my nieces and nephews got me this. They won it in one of the machines.
Oh, why?
And then they won it in one of the machines. So I decided, let's just make it part of the show now then.
Cool.
It's a little Pac-Man joint.
Yeah.
They were like, here, we won this for you out the machine. I was like, cool, I'll take this. And so I took that joint and I was like, man, I'm going to make it part of the show.
Who was nice in Pac-Man? Was you nice in Pac-Man? You played the arcade game?
I played Pac-Man, but I wouldn't say I was nice.
My mother used to stay
I knew
playing
enough
Pac-Man
to probably
game.
make my quarter last a minute.
Yeah.
But that's about it. I was by no means a Pac-master.
Shit, Pac-Man. That's my shit back in the day, too, though.
Mr. Prim said one of his aunts had the game in her living room. And he said she made it to the end of that motherfucker and it broke the machine and shit. And it started shaking and doing colors and doing all this weird shit.
Damn. I always wondered what would happen if
it all just fuzzed out and started going like that. Yeah. That's what he said. That's his story. He'll tell it one day. He might have. Go back and watch his episodes. Awkward Intelligence.
Damn. Pac-Man was the shit back in the day. Remember they sped it up a little bit? They made him go a little bit faster. Shit. Booster.
Yeah, well, the thing was like when you get to certain levels, it would go faster. Everybody would go faster. Remember that? Like the fucking ghost would go. Sometimes some levels the ghost would go faster than you. And you just had to be dipping. You had to be hitting corners. Because they couldn't hit corners fast, but if you hit them on a straight, they was catching you.
Right. Right. Yeah, go to the little side.
Yep.
Damn.
You had to dip on them.
That's what's up, though, man. You know, there wasn't no violence, nothing like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Wasn't nobody looking for no trouble.
Right. Yep. Everybody having a good time, man.
That's how it should be, man.
Oh, and I got some new fucking beads too. These were some gifts.
Okay.
This is what's it called?
Man,
this is
thick
rare.
braids.
They say this is
beads.
they say this is blue tiger's eye. Blue tiger's eye, and they say this is more rare than others. So I got a whole one with just blue tiger's eye. Then this one has regular tiger's eye, and then I think it has like some onyx or something, and then something else I'm not sure 100% on. But yeah, so I got me some new beads.
Nice.
After I thought I lost them like 3 episodes ago. You know what I mean?
You got 2 more.
And now I got more. See how they come to you? See how they just show up? They go, oh, you need beads? I got you.
Right.
Because I be telling everybody about the BDot bead check. The BDot bead check.
Yeah, you gotta have them beads, baby.
Yeah, man.
Definitely gonna check them beads.
It's crazy that nowadays in the world where you see like everybody, you know, like say back in the day you might have saw, you know, like 1 out of 10 somebody would have some beads on. Nowadays it's like 8 out of 10. You know what I mean? We all got beads now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Beads have become a crazy thing. But if you think about it, in terms that we always talk about video games, right? Well, think about different video games you play where you got to put on different pieces of armor and things to make different powers and stuff. A lot of times they're beads. A lot of times they're bracelets. A lot of times they're necklaces. A lot of times they're, you know what I mean? Yeah. Amulets. Sometimes they're bracelets. You know what I mean?
Accessories and shit. Yeah.
So it's like we're realizing that all that matters to some degree. You know what I mean? Especially if you know how to use and understand the crystals that you're wearing and stuff like that. You know, these mean something and matter, and if you know how to use them, they work for you. You know, they're supposed to be an upgrade per se. You know, and it just depends on how well we know how to use that yet. At this point, we're so brand new, we probably still don't know anything about these fucking things, really. You know what I mean? Like they're like, look at these motherfuckers. They're wearing them like they think they're cool. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
You know, so yeah, it's like we probably don't even know shit.
Shit, that's like the waist trainers and shit. I see some females wearing a bunch of waist trainers, but though that shit started in
Egypt.
in Egypt. You know what I mean? Type shit.
Right.
And that's over here and shit.
Right back.
So they probably like,
brought it right back.
look at these
There's no
motherfuckers
new
over there.
technologies. They brought it right back. You know, they knew it worked. It worked back then. It gonna work now.
It work now. Ain't shit changed.
Right. Ain't shit changed. Nothing new under the sun, like they say. Right.
Yep. Ain't nothing changed, man.
Yeah. That's something, you know what I mean, we could chat about too, like that reoccurring thing is the whole cycles, the cycles of things. Just there's so many, everything has a cycle, and we've been caught in these loops and we've been caught in these timelines, you know what I mean? And we're going back and fixing them, like we talked about. We're cleaning it up. We're changing things, you know. You know, look at, like we've said, you know, before, look at your life and look at something you have, you know, a pattern you've stopped. Look at the patterns you've stopped in your life that maybe your parents were pushing onto you, and then somehow you fixed. You know, it's like that person who says, you know, I grew up in a home where, you know, this and this happened, and I didn't feel that I had a lot of love from my parents. So when I grow up, I was gonna be, you know, I'm gonna be a good parent. And then they grow up and they have good kids, and they do what they, you know, worked out to do. That's them breaking that cycle. But you don't realize that. You don't see it. Sometimes you got to go through it and got to be the stronger one to understand how to break it and move on.
All right.
You know what I mean? Because some of us don't. Some of us aren't strong enough yet. And we've continued those cycles over and over and over at times, you know? And then, you know, we got to get strong enough to learn and understand that. That's what part of this is understanding those cycles and breaking them and getting rid of them.
All right.
Oh!
Bomb droppers.
Fucking mishap. That's probably the first time that's ever happened. Misfire.
Yeah, for you.
That was a misfire. Oh,
Man,
for me?
Yeah, for you. I'm like,
Oh, you've just slapped some bullshit every now and again.
man, at the time I said something or
Oh,
we
did you hit
something.
the green one?
Yeah. It's like, I was like, oh Lord, that was a bad time.
That was a bad one. Yeah, we have them, but see, that's the thing.
Yeah,
AI can't do that. It's real shit happening over here.
real life, baby. Right. Shit. Speaking of that, did you hear about the lady in Louisiana?
Louisiana lady, no, doesn't sound familiar.
Okay, so her bank, right?
Okay,
fucking around and gave her $1.2 million.
Nice.
In her bank, right? So she wake up in the morning, check her account, and see all that money in her account.
Right.
So she like, what the fuck?
Right, time to go buy some shit, right?
Yeah, but hey, first she spazzed out like, what
Right.
the hell? You know what I mean?
Fucking have a
She
heart
went
attack.
crazy.
Might have a
Yeah,
heart
like,
attack.
the fuck is going on here? So, bro, she messed around and she closed it, opened it back up again.
Right. She's like, maybe there's a glitch.
Yeah.
Right? Got to check it out.
Yeah,
I'm with her.
let me
I'm with
check.
her.
She did it again, boom. And it was still there.
Must be mine.
The bank called her back. It was like, ma'am, we need that money back. But before they called her back, she already took the money out
Oh, of course.
and started transferring it into different places and shit,
Fucking gotta
right?
get it out of there.
Yeah.
I would have probably did the same shit. I'd have been like, yo, where can I send this?
Yeah,
It's
true.
got to go from here.
True. You know what I'm saying? But then, you know, they got to think about the consequences behind this shit. But then, she got a lawyer. They got a lawyer, right?
Lawyer up.
She could probably, it's possible for her to win this case because there's a law saying that she's not liable for the bank mistakes.
Correct. Right? Yeah. And possession is 9/10 of the law.
Wow.
I possess the money, it must be mine.
Wow.
That's all I'm saying.
So now you got $1 million now, $1.2 million now. Please mess up on my bank account.
Fuck around and find out. Fuck around and find out.
Please send me some extra bread. Shit, I got lucky in life a couple times. You know what I mean? The job gave us some extra money.
Right.
I didn't go back and be like, hey, did you give me?
Right. I'm not
Is that
saying
a mistake? Man, I'm not saying nothing.
Yeah.
I kept that and moved.
Right.
One day, my cousin called me. He's at the Royal Farms. He said, man, look, stop what you doing and come down here now. I said, cousin, what's going on, man?
Yeah.
He said, man, come down here now. He said, put your card in, get some money out. Whatever you get double back. I said, what? I said, all right. Skirt.
To an ATM or something?
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
What? Man, I went down there. I tried it. You know, I did a little test run. I put $20 in.
Yeah.
Spent it back out 40.
What? Did it again?
Put in 60. 120.
Oh, no. Here we go. One more time? Did you go one more?
Another 60, and I got up out of there.
Another
I
120?
did.
See?
I slid.
You didn't get greedy.
No.
Yeah.
No.
You took what you needed.
Yeah.
And you
I'm
moved
not-
on.
Fuck that.
Some people get greedy. They be in there trying to get everybody involved and fucking da-da-da, and then they figure it out and it's gone for everybody. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
But as I was leaving,
Yeah.
I think the lady told the cashier and shit.
Saw what was going down?
Yeah, so I was like, I'm glad I'm good.
That's what I'm saying. You didn't get greedy. You got your money. You got
Yeah.
out of there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I was like, wow. So, that was the first time that ever happened to me before.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean? I
Take
got
your little wins.
some extra money.
Yeah,
Yeah.
take your wins, but you don't get greedy.
Right.
It's the greediness that gets you fucked up. That's what gets you caught up. You know what I mean? That does all this extra shit. That's why they, you know what I mean? There was always this thing in a rap game where they always said you got to sneak in and sneak out. You know what I mean? It was never meant for us to ride these games forever. this hood shit, this hood shit we went through and these things and Dylan and all these different shit we did was to teach us how to get out of there. You know what I'm saying? Not to stay there. You know what I mean? It was to teach us to get out of there, to hustle, to want more, to do things, to build, not to just want to be a fucking soldier forever. You know what I mean? We got to go create our own shit. So that's what it was supposed to teach us, but it got convoluted.
Yeah, that's the bottom line.
By, like everything else, with COINTELPRO, it got infiltrated, and all these things, and it just the wrong. There was no mentors in it anymore. All the mentors were gone. They were either dead or in jail or whatever. They just got fucked up at some point, And if you didn't recognize that, here we are, 20 some years later. You know what I mean? And the game is just as crazy and just as fucked up as it's ever been.
Facts.
So yeah, it's like we just but it's changing. It's changing. We've talked about that. It's changing. We see it changing. We hear it changing. We do all these things. So it's working in our favor. We just got to stick with it. We got to hold those vibrations high and just make sure we're going forward.
Bomb droppers. Yeah. Hold your vibrations high. That's it, man.
We vibing high.
That's it. You got to vibe high.
Yeah.
And if you're in that low vibration,
oh, you gonna know it. You're not doing very well right now if you're in that low vibration. You know that. You know what I mean? You're just not doing well. You're one of those people who's complaining about shit all the time and learn how to be grateful. And when you enjoy the things that are going on in your life, when you have, the things going in your life right, when you're treating people right, when you're reflecting that energy, you're just gonna be grateful at everything that happens.
all right.
It'll just feel right. That's just the way it works.
Yeah, man, like I don't know. I just vibe high every day.
Yeah, and don't let anybody take you out of it.
Yeah,
you're the only one who can take you out of it. You know what I mean? So,
got to.
Got to know when and where to pick because like I said, everything that's happening like that, those are spiritual attacks. That's a demon coming after you, and if you don't know how to handle it, it could end it there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying?
Shit. And they evil spirits out here, you know what I mean? They jumping into demons. They jumping into bodies,
They don't
man.
give a fuck.
They jumping into bodies, you hear me?
Yeah.
So
And they're panicking right now because shit's not going their way. So think about that. You know what I mean? They're out there panicking. So they're going to do shit that probably, you know what I mean? You got to be ready for that shit.
yeah, you motherfuckers.
Prepared, not scared. You know what I'm saying?
Bomb droppers.
Yeah, psychological jujitsu. We've talked about it. We've talked about all these things. You got to learn how to manage your skills. You know what I mean? Like we're learning these things. We're learning these skills. But if you don't know how to manage them, you don't know how to work with them, you don't know how to practice them, that's where we're going to get, that's where you're going to get fucked up. You're like, I know about it. But if you don't know how to use it, then it doesn't fucking matter if you know about it or not.
Damn. Right. You're right.
So yeah, that's what it is. It's just the ideas and the practices and it's like anything. You know what I mean? Like, you don't get good at work if you're not practicing the things and working on the things you need to do. You don't get good at parenting if you're not practicing and doing the things and trying new things, or whatever. You have to evolve. You have to change. You have to move. Now, does that mean you have to change the way you look at things or change the way your attitude is? You know what I mean? Not all of that has to be changed, but there's moments where you're going to have to evolve your ideas in situations in order to make things work more properly for you. That's it.
Right.
That's it.
Right.
It's not as hard as it seems sometimes. Just take it day by day. Just like anything else. Just take it day by day. And don't get discouraged when you miss a day. You know what I mean? But learn the discipline of that. It's like we all miss a day. I didn't drink tea for the last 2 days. I get it. We all miss days. You know what I mean? But the thing is I'm not going to beat myself up over it when I know tomorrow's another day. I can, keep it going. I can keep moving.
Right.
Just like anybody else. That's what I say. Like everybody's path isn't just a straight line. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's a down and then an over and then a big up and then an over and then maybe a little small down and then you know what I mean? But you're always moving forward and you're always moving up. You're never falling back farther than you ever been. You know what I mean? As long as you're on a consistent move forward.
Right.
You're doing things to move forward. You're never going to fall all the way back to the bottom. You might fall a little bit, but you've been there before. Mm-hmm. You know what that level's like.
Right.
Just
like
rework it.
Yeah.
Yeah, just rework. You're like, I remember this. Let me get out of here. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. You're falling to a point that you should remember. You should you should have learned that level. So that's why you moved up. So that's where if you get caught in it again, you go, I got this. I'm out of here soon. Right. You know what I mean? Right. I just need to be here for a second, you know?
Right.
Yeah, don't take it like a huge fucking loss because you fell a little bit. Everybody's gonna have that, you know. So just keep building. Keep building.
Right. That's the whole key to the message. Just keep building. Keep moving forward. Mm-hmm. You know.
Keep chipping away at it.
Don't stop.
Keep chipping away at it.
See, we got a song, Don't Ever Stop.
There is. Was that on the?
Yeah. Don't Ever Stop.
On the 3 Up Warriors.
Yeah, that was a encouraging song. You feel me? Like, shit, you lose your job, keep moving. Find something else. Do your own thing.
There's something else out there, right?
You know?
Yeah, somebody asked me today, they were like, what's your show? What do you talk about on your show? And I was like, philosophy, music.
I can ask that too.
Relationships, corruption, the government, fuck taxes, fuck a job. You know what I mean? Like, fuck all, you know what I mean? Like, whatever the fuck we want to talk about. You know what I mean?
I say shit going on in the world, man, you know?
Yeah,
like,
current topics.
You know?
Like, my birthday. You know what I mean? Like,
you know? My license and shit.
Right,
you know what I mean?
yeah, the license deal.
Yeah,
that was fucking, that was
talking about whatever on
great
here.
fucking story.
You know, we talking about whatever on
that
here,
was a
man.
viral story. And I zoomed in on it too. And then like it was flapping.
Oh man. She better now though. She better. I get a new one in July, so.
Oh shit. To be determined, folks.
Gotta go through that bullshit.
To be determined.
The NBA.
Let's see how long he waits.
Oh. I'm gonna tell you how long I'm gonna wait. July.
July 8th when it's due.
Shit. Actually, end of the month. July 31st. That's when that motherfucker expire.
All right. So we will revisit this in a few months.
I just hate going down to that place. Like, why do we?
I feel you.
Like, why? I know how to drive. I'm good.
Right.
Matter of fact, now we talking about driving. I seen this lady the other day, boy. She could not parallel park to save her life.
How many times did she try?
Hey man,
like
it took
5 or 6
her
times?
way more than that.
Ooh.
Like, we on the one way and she's causing traffic. You know what I mean?
She's trying.
Cars is backing up.
Because cars are honking. She's panicking. Oh, it's getting wild.
Yes.
Yeah. She's panicking. And she's just, that's hilarious. When they can't park and then everybody's fucking honking and they're panicking. Oh man. Because it can be a dude too sometimes. Yeah. And they'll just panic. I've done it before. I've kind of done it before. But I'm like, oh fuck. There's like all these people waiting on me. Fuck. You know what I mean? Like, shit, let me get in here real quick. Mm-hmm. You know? Mm-hmm. And so.
Yeah, that happened before too.
So just don't panic.
Like, I could parallel park to the right. Easy. Boom. Get me in there.
Right. You're good on that side.
It's going to the
other side?
On the left side.
Right.
You know what I mean? It might take me about 2-3 times to get in. Like, oh, fuck, man. Let me go back.
Yeah.
And then I'm in there. But on the right side,
scoop right in there.
Boom.
You just scoop right in there.
I don't know what it is about the left side, man.
Yeah.
I don't really park on that side. No.
I don't think too many people do.
No.
Yeah. I don't think too many people do.
But fuck that. She was in the right lane. and
she was on the good side.
Ain't no excuse. Right. Yeah. Ain't no excuse.
She panicked, folks. That's what happened.
She put the music down, took her seatbelt off, put her seat up, turn red.
Somebody get out. helping. Oh shit! And here, right?
Him if I get
and,
mad.
Yeah, and here's the thing though too is like, are those signs universal? Do we know what we're doing here?
What?
When you start backing somebody up, does everybody know what the fucking signs are?
Yeah.
Come on.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, because some people don't know maybe, and they're just like, come on, whoa, and you're just like, what's going on here? Like,
I'm like,
what's the universal
damn.
signs? I don't know. Leave it in the comments, folks. Leave it in the comments.
I feel as though they need to do more on the drivers, on the driving test.
Like what?
You know what I mean? Like
just
put you on the road and shit. You know what I
Like
mean?
really put you out there? Like go rush hour time and just make you fucking drive?
Make you drive.
Yeah,
Yeah, man, because it's a lot of
or just
a lot
bigger,
of people out here be panicking on the road. I'm like, who gave you the license?
Right. It's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Well,
They
no,
just
you're
be-
right. Because when you do your parallel park, you're not waiting on nobody. You're just there.
Right.
But what if you had a car waiting on you every time? So you had to, and you had a time limit. That's what it has to be.
Time limit.
They got to put a time limit on it. That back it in, good, but you have like 1 minute to do it. And everybody should get that. You know what I mean? But if you're too slow or you panic, you're going to fuck it up because you got to panic. See what I'm saying? Then they'll know that you're a panicker.
Right.
And you don't get a fucking license. No, I'm just kidding.
Bomb droppers.
He's like, I'm not kidding. Fuck
For
that
real,
person.
man.
Oh, shit.
Yo, cause some of them, I'm like, yo, how you driving?
I'd be thinking the same thing, too, though. I'd be like, where did you... Because, like, people do some weird, dumb shit sometimes. And you're just like, what are you up to?
Right.
Like, why did you even think that was something you could do? It's like sometimes people make mistakes, but that looked like you just were like, I think I can do this.
Right. Right. Oh, I got this. Mm-hmm. I've been driving for years.
Right.
Man, listen. You ain't got no skills behind the wheel. You don't.
Well, the thing is, too, though, like you're saying, is, what do you do? A few hours of driving. Your parents fucking sign a fucking sheet to fucking say you did some driving.
Right.
And then you fucking go show them you can do some driving. And hopefully if that guy's or girl's a fucking, makes it work, who knows? They're just giving it out or if they're really fucking checking, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And then you got that. And then, you know what? There's never a test again after that. Ever.
No.
Ever. Nobody comes back and checks you.
Right.
There's no fucking follow-up. You know what I mean? Nothing. So then everybody just develops bad fucking habits. That's what happens. Because everybody goes, nobody told me I couldn't do this, so fuck them. That's what, you know what I mean? So everybody just does that shit. Well, here's the thing, right? For me personally, why I think I'm a really good driver is because when I was, 19, I went to Japan for 2 years. And I bought a car out there. I talked about this once, I think on the show. It was called a Nissan Pulsar. They don't even fucking make them out here. It's a hatchback. Looks like a little fucking Honda Civic hatchback. That's what it kind of looks like. And so, and it was, I don't remember the year it was, but, it was probably a 90s year car, something like that. I was there in 98, so it had to be an early 90s probably car, because it was older, and I got it for cheap. But in Japan, it drives on the right side. So you're on the right side driving.
That's what I wanted to say, too.
Right. And it was stick. So the stick was now left hand, not right hand. So you had to learn how to drive and use the stick with your left hand in this car. And so I drove that car for 8 months in Japan on the roads with everybody else.
Wow.
And learns stick shift on the right side. Crazy. And so doing that in Japan, where the roads are fucking more narrower, the parking is way more narrower than
I believe it.
Yeah, just look up the fucking shit and just look it up on YouTube. You can see how close. And
They drive recklessly down there.
No, they don't. They drive.
No,
beautiful.
it'd be a whole bunch of them, like all in one area though. It'd be a whole bunch of them. They got to stop.
In Japan, they're professional drivers. Like they drive for real. Like they don't get in accidents. Accidents are very rare. Yeah, you know what I mean. Like they happen, but you know what I'm saying. But they're usually fender benders more than fucking high speed crashes like in America. You know what I'm saying? They're just fender benders. Motherfuckers just hitting each other's in parking lots and shit like that. You know what I mean? It's simple shit. So they're good drivers. So I learned how to drive opposite way with stick shift. You know what I mean? In a fucking another country that actually knows how to drive. So I learned how to be a good driver. And I'm saying good technique. I'm not talking about, I drive with one fucking hand. You know what I mean? I'm still the lazy, cool driver. I still do my thing. But I learned how to be more technical with my shit and more precise. You know what I mean? I understand when to brake better, when to do things, how to anticipate other people before they even know they're about to do some dumb shit.
Yes.
Know what I'm saying?
And that's what,
I developed that. I developed that shit through my being a professional driver and learning from all the drivers, knowing tendencies.
That's how you know you're a good driver.
Yeah.
If you have that.
Yeah, you learn tendencies.
If you know
who's out here.
What somebody else is getting ready to do before they even get ready to do this shit, you a good driver. You know it.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
You know it. Because, hey, I feel the same shit.
You do the same. I'm analyzing
I'm like,
it, though.
watch this dumb motherfucker try to get over.
Yeah,
watch.
Exactly. Yep. There you go. There you go.
That's it.
Yeah.
If you don't have that, you're not a driver.
Right. Exactly. You're just, the car's driving you.
Yeah.
The car's driving you at that point.
You got to know what the other person is getting ready to do before they even do this shit.
Right. Yep.
I'm telling you. Got to see the shit.
Yep, I'll see him. The car will lean. A car will lean before he starts to get over. And I'll be like, this motherfucker wants in. He wants in here because he's leaning. He's leaning on me.
Yes, sir. See?
He's leaning on me.
Just by that.
Yeah.
I could tell you a good driver.
Yeah. Yeah, so my technique got better and stuff like that. You know, I mean, like I said, I'm prone to accidents just like anybody else because I can't hope they're going to, I can't make them do anything. They're going to do whatever the fuck they do. Shit happens. But if you're more aware of it, you can navigate that world better. Just like we always say, navigate that world better. That's all it is. I learned. That's why I always say this when I drive with people. I always tell people, nobody knows how to drive hills. Nobody knows how to drive them. Because when they come up to them, they hit them, and then they never push the gas until they get about halfway up and they start losing momentum. By that point, they've lost about 10 miles an hour and don't even realize it by the time they push, right? So what does that do to the other 7 cars behind them? Now they're slow until that last car stops. See what I'm saying? Now you're at the bottom of a fucking hill, and now you've got to go up this hill and try to full power it when you had momentum. You see what I'm saying? And so it's all fucked up because now that's what backs everybody up for a fucking mile sometimes when you're going up a hill. Because nobody knows how to fucking keep the momentum going up the hill. You know? Right. It's one of those things I just noticed. People are just stupid in that direction.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It be some times where I be driving behind somebody, right? And my foot is off the gas.
Right.
My foot is off the gas.
And you're losing momentum, but you're not gaining on them at all. They're just coming with you.
Right.
And you're like, are you slowing down too?
I'm like, what are you doing?
You don't even have your foot on the gas.
I'm not even on the gas.
And they don't either. That's the problem. Because they don't either.
Nah. They got to have their foot in the gas.
They're not even gassing either. They're coasting. They're coasting, man.
I'm like, do you see me behind you? I'm not on the gas, bro.
And we're not even doing the speed limit. We're like 5 under. And you're like, what is going on here? Like, at least hit the speed limit. Like, come
Shit
on.
Crazy. But that's different, though. That's different. You could do that with the left hand and drive on the opposite side.
Yep.
I'm not going to say I can't do it because I haven't done it, but I know I probably can't.
But the thing is because I got to do it, that got to teach my left brain a whole new deal. You know what I'm saying? So now I got both. So I got more precise. You know what I'm saying? My technique got better. That's all I'm saying. Because I got to train like that. That was training. You know what I mean? It's like if anybody else got that time too, I bet they'd be better at driving too. You know what I mean? Right. But it's just because I got that extra, that's why I feel like my technique was better and has been better throughout my life. Because I got that extra training. I got that Japanese training, you know what I'm saying?
Damn.
Went over there and what is that? I got karate kidded.
Karate
Daniel-san. I got trained.
Wax on, wax off.
Wax on, wax off. I got trained. I took that train and I put it to work.
Stop. That's crazy. Damn. Yo, driving the stick, it look cool, man. You know what I'm saying? That
It's not what
changing
it's-
gears and shit. Me as a kid coming up, my aunt had it.
It's cool for recreation, but
And
it's not
nice
good
to
in
watch
traffic.
her.
It's not good in traffic at all. But
Yeah, I
but
can
just to
believe
have
that.
a good time, it's
I know.
it's good to have nowadays.
Yeah.
Yeah. Trying to drive it now, you're a fucking lunatic. If you're like in the fucking Baltimore, D.C. area, driving stick on these roads, you're a fucking lunatic.
Oh, shit.
You're a fucking lunatic. You know what I'm saying? Because I did it. I did do it for a little while, but this was 04, 05. I had a Toyota and it was a stick. And that was when I got here. I drove that for about a year and a half here. That's when I was like, never again. Never again. Fucking brutal. Fucking brutal. With this traffic out here, driving a stick was brutal.
Man. Hey, can you imagine going on 295 with that
That's what
motherfucker?
I did daily. Daily.
Man.
Telling you. It was brutal,
just stop,
son.
go.
Stop, go, stop, go. I was in first gear the whole time.
Yeah, one.
Just staying in
one.
first gear. That's all you
crazy.
do, man. You just fucking you just stay in first gear. You ain't got nowhere. You ain't going nowhere, man. So yeah, that's why I said brutal. That's why after that I was like, man, fuck this stick bullshit. I'm not driving this no more because I thought it was cool too. Driving it in Japan, I was like, if I can do it in Japan, man, it's gonna be fucking easy in America.
Right.
You know, that's how I thought it was.
Right.
Then I got here and I was like, fuck that. Not doing this shit.
Too much traffic.
Yeah, exactly. But like I said, if you're in a small town, small area, little country roads, you're out there cruising, it'd probably fucking be fun as shit to drive that to the grocery store every weekend. You know what I mean? Not out here, though. Not out
Right.
here. It's fucking brutal.
Right. It's definitely. Yo, I could have bought a car for like $400. It was a stick,
Yeah.
you know.
I think you told me the story.
It was like a Nissan or some shit. And
Yeah.
It was like, it's all you. But I was like, damn, I don't know how to drive a
But you couldn't
stick.
drive it away.
Right. I told you this?
Yeah, I think so.
And I was like, fuck. So I tried it. I put it in first gear. I was moving. I was like, oh, shit, that's how you do it. I changed the second gear, put it in third gear. I'm like, oh, okay, stop sign. All right.
Now what?
Yeah. Now what? What did I do?
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, shit. I said, hit the brake, hit the brake. So I hit the brake, and it stopped.
Stalled it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause you
But it
kept it in
stopped.
gear.
And I mean, I was like, oh, nah. I can't do this. But if I'd have kept going, you know what I mean, I probably got better. But
Yeah, you just didn't have
I thought about the traffic and shit, too.
Yeah, because
I was like, nah.
I learned on a stick because my dad was a mechanic, so like he had those kind of cars, so I learned on those cars. So that's why like that was, you know what I mean. So, to me it was easy to understand because I already had practiced it some as a little kid, you know, as a younger kid. but thinking it was going to be fun in a big city, that's where I went wrong. That's where I went wrong.
Damn, man.
So, yeah.
Just like I wanted a bike. A motorcycle.
Yeah, you said you could ride that motherfucker.
Can't ride that motherfucking neither.
You
So
almost crashed that
I'm just
joint.
like, man, fuck that. Damn.
All right, so I know y'all been waiting, man.
I know if I get that 1.2 mil in my bank,
You gonna get that bike
I'd
though,
have bought
right?
it there.
Yeah. and a stick shift Mustang.
What? On the left side. Because I got bread.
Right, 'cause I
On the
got
right
bread,
side. You hear me? I said, no.
Oh shit! No, I was just.
Let's get it.
I know y'all been waiting. There was a song I said was gonna come out back in February, and we talked about it then. And I said, okay, we're gonna push it off, and maybe I'll put it out on my birthday and right, all that stuff. So I am holding myself to the accountability that I didn't feel creative enough to finish the song. But what I do want to do is at least share it with y'all and see what I got going on and see what y'all think. Maybe if y'all give me some ideas and y'all talk to me in the comments, maybe I'll get some more inspiration to just finish it off and really get it going. But I want to give y'all something so y'all aren't sitting here waiting going, this guy's never going to finish this fucking song. Or whatever. But plus, like I said, accountability that we talked about it. I owe you a song. I'm going to give it to you, but it's not retail release. This is rough draft, still in the works, but I want to share it with y'all because I think it's really cool. So check this out.
Treat her like a lady, then I treat her to some gravy. Treat her like a lady, then I treat her to some gravy. I'm a freak, you're a freak, she's a freak. We all so free. I do it slow and sensual, or rough and rugged. Either way I do it, she tell me she love it. I see it in her eyes, I see it in her actions. My presence is enough, but I push for satisfaction. She's showing me love, so I'm showing it back. And no need to argue, we debating the facts. Cause the sexual energy is almost a felony. And your feminine energy is now a core memory. This is all I ever wanted, and all I ever asked for. Relationship status, we know each other's past. Now she's ready to love me, and now she trusts me. It's full-grown love, no longer a puppy. Just bask in my aura, hold nothing above me. And fight by my side when shit gets ugly. Got strength in my character and strength in my vision. Together we can overcome any division. Cause she's my baby, my freaky lady, yeah. She's my baby, my freaky lady. Treat her like a lady, then I treat her to some gravy. I treat her like a lady, then I treat her to some gravy. I'm a freak, you're a freak, she's a freak. We all so free. I treat her like a queen, she treat me like a king. Traveling the world, eating exquisite cuisine. Hold on to that and let that love guide you. And that feeling you feel is just there to remind you we met for a reason. Isn't life for a season so aesthetically pleasing? Or am I just dreaming? I know I'm not perfect, I got my wrongs to fix. And it's hard to talk about, I use songs and shit. But together we can manifest a world of pleasure. And you can either be a bill or a real go-getter, a teacher and a healer, my love drug dealer. And I'ma keep you close, cause there's nobody realer. You're the one, I'm the one, it's really just begun. Prepare yourself for fun, cause around the world we run. It's a wonderful life, as we move through the night. Catch a glimmer of light, cause the future's so bright. Cause she's my baby, my freaky lady, yeah. She's my baby, my freaky lady. Treat her like a lady, then I treat her to some gravy. I treat her like a lady, then I treat her to some gravy. I'm a freak, you're a freak, she's a freak. We all so free.
Yeah. So it just rides out from there. And, you know what I mean? It's got a cool vibe. I just got to finish it off, man. I just got to finish it off and see where it goes. But that's a strong rough draft, you know? It's a good rough draft. That's why I wanted to share it. I thought it was still a good rough draft.
Yeah, it's cool.
So in the future, and I won't promise anything at this point because I've already promised twice and I ain't even done it, so I'm not going to promise no more. And so I'm thinking if I don't think about it, it'll just work itself out. Yeah. So I'm not pressured to put something together. I'll just do it. So in the near future, you know, I don't think
whatever
too long.
happens, it happens.
I don't think too long. But in the near future, you're gonna see that song and it'll come out. And you'll just know at that point. You'll just be like, fuck, he did it. Yeah. Here it is.
You know, you can't rush good music, man.
Right. Yeah, so I don't know. I just wasn't feeling as creative as I needed to be on there. I felt,
and especially
I could put more together.
If you don't feel like you don't fit, you know.
So yeah,
you know,
it's not ready. It's not retail ready yet, but I shared it with y'all, and y'all get an experience that others aren't. You know, if they're not here, they don't get that experience.
Right.
So you know what I mean. That's what it's for. Sometimes y'all gonna get stuff here, that may never see ever anywhere else. You know what I mean? Never know. You never know what's going to happen. You know?
Never know.
So
shit, you might wake up in the morning with 1.2 million
exactly.
in your account.
You never know.
It's like, nah, man. You just never know, man. Just
yeah, but we're having fun.
You did.
We're having fun, and that's why I say I get to have fun.
Yeah,
I
gotta
get to
have
show
fun,
y'all.
man.
Look, think about this. How many fucking artists out there always show you the rough drafts? Nobody.
Nah.
Nobody out there going,
Nobody
here's my
say
rough
too
draft.
many. Nah.
Know what I'm saying? Like for real. You know what I mean? Like real, or like Snoop Dogg ain't out here showing you no rough drafts. You know what I mean? Where's his rough drafts at? See what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying. It's like, so that's the realness that I'm trying to show y'all at some point too, is I'm trying to do a little different. And I'll show you stuff so that down the road when you see other things, you see how it actually came together. You know what I mean? Because this is what's happening in real life around the world right now.
Right.
Everybody's working towards things, and a lot of times all we see is the end product, and then we go, oh, man, everybody's just achieving, but I'm not doing anything. But that's what I want to show y'all here, too. It's the ups, it's the downs, it's the this, it's the that, it's the back, it's the forth. Sometimes your mind changes. Sometimes you want to do something different. That happens. You don't have to be held to a standard of anything. Just be authentic about it, and you know, when you're wrong, admit you're wrong. You know, when things aren't working right, admit they ain't right. And then fix them and move on. You know, we don't have to keep sitting here thinking we're all perfect and everybody's living these perfect lives. And you know what I mean? If we're not understanding our faults, we're not growing, we're not evolving, then there's the problem. You know, it has nothing to do with, you know, the rest of that shit. So, yeah. Intox rant.
Part 87.
Right, exactly.
It's like, nah. It's all love, man. It's your birthday.
Yeah,
Shit,
I'm having
you
a
know?
good time. I'm having a good time, man. Just, you know, like I said, that's what I wanted to do. Come and, like I always said, I like to come and have this conversation specifically every week. And you know what I mean? And I get to enjoy it. I get to enjoy this on my birthday one day and just have a good time.
That's
you know
what's
what I mean?
up.
And that's cool. You know, it doesn't happen all the time.
That's crazy.
You know what I mean? It just
It landed
happened to
on your
fall.
birthday.
It just happened to fall.
It
that way,
landed on your
you know?
fucking birthday. That's crazy.
Yeah, it just happened to be that way. So that's why I said that's cool. And I get to enjoy that. And then, you know what I mean? And then we'll have the after party, you know? And then we'll chill, man. You know what I mean? That's how it works. But, you know, you got to get a little bit of business out the way. You know what I'm saying? Get your business together. You know, take care of the things you got to take care of. You know what I mean? And then work around that. You know what I mean? Work around that. You don't always have, you know what I mean? Sometimes everybody wants to say, well, it has to be this day or has to be that day. Celebrate it the way you need to celebrate it and take care of the things you got to take care of and don't worry about it. You know, it's not you're not going to miss it. Just celebrate it properly. You know, just do it. But no, you're not going to miss it. You know, everything's got to be perfect and you know what I mean? And I can't believe this happened and that happened. Enjoy that moment. Have fun. You know? And especially when it's cool when you can have that moment and there's other people that are worried about everything else. It's not you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You can just enjoy your moment and everybody else is like, let me worry about the bullshit. You know what I mean? Everybody needs that sometimes.
Right.
You know what I mean? And you know, everybody just needs to know that moment is, you know, can be had, you know, is somebody can pull that, you know, that energy from you and say, I got this, at least for now, you know? I know you're strong. I know you're this. I know you're that. But let me take that for a minute. You know what I mean? And that's all we need. And if that's that's the energy I felt, you know, was all that was everybody was just like, we're here for you. You know what I mean? And I don't get that a lot. And that's, you know what I mean? That's not because, you know what I mean? It's not because I'm searching for that or anything, but like a lot of people don't get that. A lot of people don't get that. You know, that's what they talk about with that whole, you know, give them your flowers while they still here type shit. Because a lot of people don't get the appreciation shown to them. Like I didn't even understand it. You know what I mean? To see that happen at that moment was exciting because it was like, maybe I'm not such a fucking asshole. People like me.
You know what I mean? People oh, you showed up?
right. You know what
It's
I'm
like,
saying?
nah, right.
So you know what I mean?
I feel you.
Kind of that energy of
you.
damn, okay, you know what I mean? I am doing some good shit. People are out here respecting the ideas of what I'm doing and they see the energy and they feel it and they're just like, man, I want to celebrate with this dude, you know, or whatever. You know what I mean? Whatever the moment was. But that's how
That's what's up.
That's
man.
the energy I was able to take from that. And it's just like you can take that and go, what I'm doing is worth it. You know, it just gives you that moment to think about that. That was interesting. Because this is who I'm doing it for. You know what I mean? We're doing it for our communities and our clans and our tribes and our peoples. This is what we're doing all this for. You know, we're showing them a different way. We're showing them how to fight. We're showing them how to love. We're showing them how to make music. We're showing them how to be creative. We're showing them, you know what I mean? We're showing them so many things. And, you know, this is, you know, that's the energy I get back. And it's just interesting. You know, I'm reflecting
It's what
out
you
and
putting
it
out.
reflects back, right?
What you
See
putting
I'm
out
saying?
is
Boom.
what you putting out. That's it.
See?
So
I'm doing it in real life, folks.
Whatever you put out,
We're
is
doing it in real
what you
life.
get back.
Come
man.
on.
For real.
Sometimes I'm doing it, I don't even know I'm doing it.
Shit.
Holy shit.
Negativity, I keep it away from me.
Yes, sir. As much as possible. You just, like I said, you got to deflect. You got to learn how to deflect it. That psychological jujitsu, deflect that shit. You know what I mean? It's going to still come at you
Yeah.
because of who you are. You are who you are. It's going to come after you. It has to. You're too powerful. But if you don't learn the tools and techniques to balance yourself, then you're going to get overrun. You know what I mean? You're not going to have the ideas of how to keep it straight, and you're going to get overrun. We've all been there. We've all had our down moments. We've all been, you know what I mean? I used to be an alcoholic. You know what I'm saying? To what you would consider an alcoholic level. You know, and it's like, I've been there. I've been in the dumps. I've been, you know, down and just don't give a fuck and just, you know, fuck it. You know, there's a couple times I've swerved and almost hit some shit, just drunk, and not even would have been like, you know what, maybe that was it. You know, but a couple of those times that shit like that happened, it always happened to me to a point now that I look back, and it happened to a point that it scared me at that moment. It scared me every time it happened. You know, I'm like 2 or 3 times throughout my life where I almost hit something to a level that would have been devastating. You know what I mean? But it was like it just knocked my mirror off. And I'm like, that scared the shit out of me, in that I could have took myself out. So that told me I got more to do. Because if I didn't give a fuck, I would have just did it. You know what I'm saying? At that moment. So I'm thinking, I got saved for a reason, because it was the way it happened. You know what I mean? It wasn't just me drifting and then going, no, maybe not. It was like, maybe I was like looking this way, and I just, for that second, just, oh, fuck. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And it
And
happens
it's a
that
split
quick, too.
fucking second.
It
And you're
happens
like,
that fast. Like, damn.
Yeah.
How am I over here that quick?
right.
Yeah.
But you're
Yeah.
drunk and you don't know. You don't know what's happening. You know what I mean? So you're not thinking of how fast you're going, and you know how fast you're not thinking about all that. You just, let me look at this real quick. Oh, fuck, you know? And so there's a few times shit like that's happened to me, and I'm like, it was because it was supposed to scare me, to let me know that I'm doing this wrong. You know what I'm saying? And that's when I figured it out. That and the sickness we talked about, you know, episodes ago, that finally was the final turn of everything, you know, of get yourself together. What are you doing? You know? And then I had that enlightening moment. That was 2017, end of 2017. I had that moment of clarity. I wasn't drinking anymore. I was just thinking, you know.
Let me ask you a question. All right, so what do you consider an alcoholic? When do you consider?
I would consider an alcoholic, this is me personally, I would consider an alcoholic somebody who drinks at least a 6-pack every day. At least a 6-pack every day.
So every day.
Every day. At least a 6-pack.
That's an alcoholic.
That's what I would consider an alcoholic.
Okay.
Like if somebody's just one of those persons who want to go home, have a drink at the bar or whatever, and then go home, 1 drink, maybe 2, you're just a social drink. You just want to go out, have a drink, and go home. That's easy. But I used to be somebody who used to sit at the bar for 4 or 5 hours, drinks, you know, a couple shots and 6 beers, and then fucking, you know, and then go home, maybe have another drink before I go to bed, you know, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I used to be that kind of motherfucker. I
Okay.
used to just be out there.
Yeah, because, you know what I mean? I drink, but I don't, it's not,
Right.
every day and it ain't no 6-pack, no shit like
Correct.
that.
Right.
You know what I'm
drink
saying? But I
when
don't
you want to have
drink.
when you want to have a drink.
Right.
You have discipline. I didn't have discipline back then.
Okay.
I didn't give a fuck.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? I was just trying to drink it away. I was just like, if I could keep it numb, I don't even got to think about it. You know what I'm saying?
Shit. So every day.
Every day. After work, every day I went straight to the bar.
That's how you know you're alcoholic.
That's what I would count. Some people, it's less than that. It's just because they just want to drink. The urge is there. They can say that they're an alcoholic at that point. I mean, I don't know. It depends on your definition.
Dang, they got an urge.
Yeah, some people. Yeah, I mean, I never. When I stopped drinking, I never had the urge again. The urge went away. No urge. Don't even want it. Doesn't. I mean, like right now, I'm drinking it because I'm just here having a good time with everybody, just popping a bottle, chilling. I can have a drink.
Right.
I'm not one of those people who drinks and then goes off the fucking rails, and I can't be around alcohol, and you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I'm like, I understand the discipline and the idea of what my body can handle and what it can't. It can't handle a drinker, but it can handle a drink. You know what I'm saying? Every now and again, with dinner or with or having a toast or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the deal is. So, I'm good with that. I understand that my body, can handle that situation.
Right.
But I can't drink every day like I used to. That's just not the way my body wants to work.
Got you.
So yeah, I had to cleanse that part of it out.
Yeah.
Because it was definitely fucking up my shit. Just in general. Put it like this. I don't know if I said this. I think I said this before, but maybe some people weren't following along back then. They say your triglycerides your triglycerides are like how much. I don't even know what triglycerides is, anyways. I didn't study for this quiz, but my triglycerides, right? A normal person's triglycerides is not higher than 150, whatever that number means. I don't know what that number means, but it's not higher than 150. You stay around 150 or below for the normal human being operating in a normal level, right? When I was in the hospital sick, they said my triglyceride number was 1,400.
Damn. That just sound crazy.
Compared to 150?
Yeah, I'm like, damn.
That's how out of fucking whack my body was from drinking and just eating habits. Horrible eating habits and drinking and bar food and dumb shit, you know what I mean? Just like they always say, treating my body like an amusement park. You know what I mean? I was on my way to damaging myself. And by catching pancreatitis at that moment, that was damaging me to a point, to a degree. But what that did was it woke me up. It woke me up to a lot of the shit that I'm doing now. Getting better, understand. But I knew at that moment what that woke me up to was my mental health. That woke, because when I couldn't drink anymore, I had to face it. I couldn't drink it away anymore.
You faced this.
I had to face
demon.
it. Yeah.
You just faced it.
I had to face it.
Just had to face
Yeah.
it.
So that's a big part of this, right?
Yeah.
That's a big part of this, folks.
Yeah.
So check this out, right?
Definitely.
That's why they say face your fears. Face it. If you face it, and so that's why we say these awkward conversations with your peoples and whatever. You have to have it sometimes, because if you're not facing some of these things with each other, then you're not evolving. You're not growing. You're not going to get over things. You have to face the biggest obstacles that come through in your relationships with your kids and your friends and your peoples, and you know what I mean? And because that's where the truth comes, the authenticity and the love. It doesn't matter if they don't agree with you right away, but if they understand where you're coming from and what's going on, they'll get it.
Bomb droppers.
You'll come to an understanding. You'll come to an agreement of some sort. Maybe they just didn't see it from your angle until you said what you said. But they got to be able to let you say those things. You know what I mean? Sometimes you say, "Oh, I don't want to hear about this bullshit," and you know what I mean. You got to be able to communicate without judgment and without let's talk about it.
Right.
Yeah, that's where you got to be.
Man, Facts.
So I faced it, man.
Gotta face your fears.
So I faced that shit, and then that's when I realized, man, I was like, okay, I'm fucked up here. Let me fix this. If I start fixing this, let's see what that'll do. And then I just, you know what I mean? Since 2021, I just started ramping it up until I'm here.
Bomb droppers.
Welcome to Awkward Intelligence.
Yes,
Go get them T-shirts. What y'all doing out there?
Hey, you see
all
me?
love.
Hey.
All love.
Yep. I'm rocking it again. Yeah.
I've been updating I've been updating
Shit
some. We got
feel
some new
good.
products up there. Check out the healing products. There's some explanation up there for the healing products, you know. And then check out the T-shirts. The T-shirt game's crazy. The hoodies. I mean, winter's kind of over right now, but you know, stock up early, and then you know you're ready for next winter. You know what I'm saying? So either way, or just T-shirt out for now. Either way.
Oh, you never know, man, because this weather is it's going up and down for real, man. It be hot.
Back
It be
and
hot
forth,
during the
forth,
day,
and back.
cold at night.
Yeah. Well, that's what's
You know
happening
what I'm
right now.
saying?
It was 70 degrees out there earlier, but when we go out, when I leave here tonight, it's gonna be like 42.
Yeah, wind gonna be blowing and shit, getting hit by dust. Like damn.
So yeah, it's out here tricking us right now.
The sun was just shining on me. Shine your light. For real. You know what I'm saying? That sun was just shining. As soon as we step outside, we're going to get blown away. Like, the hell is going on outside? Yes, sir.
Going in for a little more.
You know what I mean? They don't know how I dress now.
Yep, this was gifted too. Somebody gifted this to me.
Yeah, I don't know what this is. What
It's a Cabernet Sauvignon.
Cap, I see.
It's a cab. It's a red, and it's on the like medium side. It's not sweet, but it's not too dry. It's like medium.
It's crazy how wines could do that. I've been to a wine tasting thing before. I've been there before. I do not like no dry wine, boy.
Yeah, me neither.
Dry wine is
Yeah.
the most
It's why? What is it for?
like.
What's it supposed to do? What's the idea? Why does it exist?
Who drink this?
Who's just
shit?
walking around with dry mouth?
Drinking?
Who's drying out?
Dry wine.
It makes you want to drink water. I take like a sip of that, and then I'm like, I need a glass of water after that. Like, I just feel like my whole mouth just dried out.
Yeah, that was nasty. I can't mess with that.
Yeah.
I never order no dry wine.
Yeah, I don't fuck with dry wine either. I do cabs. Cabs are the only ones I do. Cab.
Cab.
Yeah. Yeah, I just tell them house cab, whatever you got.
House cab.
They know what that means. They know what that means. When I say it, they know it. That's all I know. I learned it. I was like, house cab, please. Gotcha, sir.
Shit.
I don't even gotta ask. It's just house cab there.
See, I just stick to one for real. Two basically.
Yeah.
The teleport.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yep.
the red one.
Yep, you've had that on here.
And the grape.
Yep, you've had that on
Mansca
here
Chevy,
once.
whatever it's called. But other than that, no.
Yeah.
I don't really go outside of that.
So were you worried that you were an alcoholic?
Shit sounds crazy, but nah, you know what I'm saying? You know,
You passed the test? No, I'm just kidding.
yeah. Nah, you know what I'm saying? Because I drink, but it's not like.
But also, it doesn't. There's other factors to
every
it. There's
day
other,
and shit
there's
like
other
that.
factors to it. So let's throw a couple out there just
You
for the
feel me?
folks. Just for the folks, maybe they don't know. So there's more factors to how much you drink. It's also, does it affect your life? Do you miss work?
No.
Does it affect your
None of that.
relationships? Do you get angry while you
No,
drink?
none of that.
It's a lot of those other things add into it too. So it's not just one thing. But
Oh, why? No, not.
yeah. So if you say no to like all those, if not at least one of them, you're fine, man. See how deep that goes into like toxicness of it?
Yeah.
And that's what it is. It's like when it becomes so toxic in your life that it's affecting everything, your relationships and your fucking work, and you know what I mean, all this shit. You're running late every day. You know what I mean? I've been there.
Nah.
Because you're
all
fucking
that
half
shit affect
hungover
me.
from the night before. You know what I'm saying? It's like I've been in those places. I've been in those positions. I've done that. You know what I mean? For a big part of my life.
Then there has been times where I have drunk at night and then I had to get up and go to work in the morning. But it didn't affect me though. You know what I mean? I didn't go in there smelling like you know what I mean, like liquor and shit like that.
Right. Oh yeah, I've gone to work.
I mean, you got to be smart.
I'm sure. I'm sure I've been pretty bad. I'm telling you, I've had moments, man. I've had moments.
He had to go to work hurt. You see what I'm saying? So,
and I wasn't right till about 2 p.m. By the time I was ready to get off anyways. Then I started feeling better. I was just working all day, just fucked up and sluggish. Just like, why did I even come in today? Like, what the fuck?
But you still got through that
But
shit,
I got
though.
through it. But that's what I'm saying. So that's why I know it's like, you know what I mean? Like once I knew that I wasn't using it as a crutch and to, you know, to just destroy my fucking thought process and all that. Once I had to face it, that's what mattered. You know, I just that's why I said I was talking to my mom the other day and I said, you know, I said we got some stuff going on in our family, you know, with some people, you know, just some things happening that you know, and so we were discussing about something and I said what they need to do is they need to have some real fucking conversations with themselves. You know what I mean? I said, because they're not doing that. They're not talking to themselves. You know what I mean? I said, because if they was really talking, and I said, but also they need somebody to kind of push them in that direction too. Somebody they respect. Because they're not going to think about it with just some random person going, I don't like your attitude and the way you think and da da da. You know what I mean? But if somebody with some respect and idea was like, hey, you need to look at what you got going on here. You know what I mean? And just evaluate it. And they had some respect for you, they might actually, it might affect them different. You know what I mean? And that's how I was throwing it. But you got to have those conversations with yourself about just what's going on in your life.
So talk to your higher self.
Yeah.
You
gotta have those dark conversations with yourself. What am I doing?
That's why people think it's
Why
crazy
am I
when you're
this
talking to
person?
yourself. No, it ain't crazy when you talk to yourself.
You're straightening it out. You're figuring it out.
Right.
I've had those conversations. That's why I told my mom, I've had those conversations with myself. That's why I know they need that. That's why I know they need that, because I've done it.
That's why you gotta love yourself
You
too.
know what
You
I'm saying?
dig?
I've been there. I've had those conversations. I'm still having those conversations.
Yeah, why not?
You know what I mean? So that's just how it works. You got to think these things through. You got to work through it. Think about the patterns. Think about the ideas, things we talk about, you know? I'm still figuring shit out, too.
You gotta talk to your higher
Yeah,
self.
just talk to yourself. Have those conversations. And
That's
then,
who you really talking to.
and then it's good to have someone else you can confide in too. You know, that's the idea of having a partner and having someone that's there for you, or friend, family, or whatever it is at the time. You know, some family members you can talk to, or whatever, brother, sister, cousins, whatever it is. Is you got to have that too, because then you got to be able to express it. You know, and you know, it's like, here's what I figured out. You know, here's the shit I'm working on. You know. That way you can get it out and get in tune with it and start fixing it and start putting the patterns together and teaching others. Why, as you're explaining all these things that you're doing, which I'm doing now in a way, you know, it's helping other people think, oh, fuck, I didn't think about it like that. You know what I mean? I just didn't think about it like that. You know, and a lot of times I didn't either until I heard somebody say it, you know, and then it made sense to me. And I was like, oh, shit, that's what I'm doing, you know, or whatever. Yeah, but that's it. So if you're seeking the knowledge, if you're working, if you're doing the research, if you're working on yourself, it'll just start showing up. You won't even have to try very hard. It'll just start showing up.
Facts.
And then I'm just learning, and I'm not even trying. You know what I mean? I'm not even trying anymore. I'm just learning. You know, and I just know things. You know, and sometimes I just know things. Sometimes it just makes sense to me. You know, I don't even have to study it really. Oh, that makes sense. If I heard something, you know, if I hear something, I might look up like one page on it and I go, oh, I already know what that is. I just never heard it say that before, you know, or whatever, you know, or something like that. Sometimes you just know things and you're just like, all right, I just know that now.
Right.
So it's a crazy world we're in, man. It's a crazy world we're in.
Definitely a crazy world we in, man.
Yeah.
Shit. They say, I'm sorry to change the subject.
No, you're good.
Hey, there was
I'm ready.
You hear about the shooting in Florida? Man, what's going on?
Another one in Florida?
Yeah, by the beach.
I did not hear
Tampa
about this
Bay.
one. Did not hear about this one. I heard about New
Beach.
York subway one. Did we talk about that last time or no? There was the New York subway one where the guy disarmed him and shot him in the face or something like that.
Yeah.
I heard about that one, but I didn't hear about nothing in Florida.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know.
Shit crazy, man.
What was that one about?
One and then so basically, you know, it was some shooting going on at the damn beach. He just let off.
It was just random, or they were chasing somebody, or just
It was
random?
just random. So boom, he unalived one person,
Right.
injured two,
Gotcha.
and then he got away.
Yeah. They didn't catch him at all?
Nah, they ain't catch him yet. So
Oh, shit. He's still on the run.
I'm like, man, what is going on in Florida? There's a lot of events going on in Florida, boy.
That's true. I mean, that could be, like I said, some of these mass shooting situations could be to just conjure fear. You know what I mean? It could be their way to just conjure up some fear. Totally possible.
All right, man. You can look it up.
But I don't know. Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of, because it's like unless, you know, there are some people who are vibing out of this frequency, you know, and so we don't know those people. You know what I mean? Maybe those people don't belong here. I don't know. You know what I mean? And that just happened to be the violent way they went out. I don't know. You know what I mean?
I don't know this shit.
We don't know nowadays. We don't know what anybody's thinking.
I'm saying, right.
We don't know what.
You
We
can't
don't
go
know.
and have a good time,
We
man.
don't know
So
if that was
just
CIA doing that.
watch your surroundings.
We don't know. You know, we don't know what any of that is. You know what I mean? So
don't.
That's the part. And the biggest thing too, though, is if it's inciting fear, or if that's what it feels like it's trying to do, usually it's false. Some false bullshit they're trying to sell you. You know what I mean? So think about it that way. We should be, if you're living in the right vibe space, you know what I mean? If you're vibing at the proper situation that you should be in, you know, you're keeping those positive energies, the fear you shouldn't be worried about the fear. None of that should even be in your area. You know what I mean? Like, you're not vibrating at that level. That's what you'll start to realize. It doesn't give you fear at all. You'll just be like, oh, look at this bullshit they're selling us. That's how you'll start to see it. You won't be like, oh my God, look what's going on. Do you see what's happening? You won't be like that. You'll just be like, do you see this dumb shit they're trying to sell us?
You the damn beast. Motherfucker letting know.
Right.
Shit.
Yeah, I mean, unless you brought your own gun down there, what are you going to do?
Yeah. Yeah, but it's crazy.
But you don't expect that.
Right.
You don't expect that.
Who's not expecting that?
You know, you don't expect that people are going to bring guns to the
People
beach.
weird, man.
Yeah. And that's why I said we don't know what it
have a
was.
good
False
time.
flag attack. We don't know if it was created that way on purpose or whatever. We don't know what it was.
Yeah, shit is weird.
Just an assassin. Could be an assassin to get that person for whatever reason and make it look like something else. Never know, you know?
Yeah, it's a lot of that going on too. Shit, they got masks look like us.
Right.
Man, I don't even want to get into all that.
Right.
But yeah.
But yeah, shit like that. So yeah, I mean, you know what I mean? That's why we say it's like, we don't know anymore. We're so confused by all the fucking shit that's going on nowadays. I don't know what's real anymore. Nobody does. We're just reporting the news. You know what I mean? That's all we're doing. We're reporting that alternate news that you're not hearing on your local news. They're not telling you this stuff, you know? So that's why you're here. Welcome to Awkward Intelligence.
Oh.
What you got?
Fucking Pittsburgh. You hear about Pittsburgh?
Pittsburgh. The city?
Yeah.
In PA?
They like pretty soon, right? They got like this law them passed.
Okay.
At a certain time, they're not going. The police officers not going to be able to respond to calls. They're not going to respond to calls like burglary,
Right. Right.
theft, none of that shit.
Right. Yeah, no, I heard about this, right?
You heard about this?
No, I heard about the idea of this.
Yeah.
Okay, so what I'm starting to think, what happened like a week ago, I think it was, or something like that, all the tribes just sanctioned all the police stations and told all the police stations, you no longer have jurisdiction on this land. We need you to get off our land. So all police stations at this point are now illegal. They're running under an illegal opposition.
Man, this shit crazy.
So we don't need them. Like you said, we don't need police officers. Okay? Now, the idea is that we're going to go back to sheriffs. Okay? Sheriffs run the counties. Sheriffs are actually higher than the police officers. The thing is they've been corrupted and they kind of in cahoots nowadays. But the thing is we're just going to go back to sheriffs and have sheriffs and deputies. So we'll still have a police force of some sort. But it ain't going to be these bullies that call themselves police now. They're out. Know what I'm saying? We're going to have a different type of force, which is, like I said, a sheriff and his deputies. And then, you know what I mean, we'll have local people and shit like that that'll just be deputized and whatever, you know what I mean? It'll be easy. And we're going to, like I said, most of this stuff's getting rooted out anyways. Most of this negativity is getting rooted out anyways. So we just have a little cleanup to do, you know, over the next few years. You know what I mean? But it's not going to be nothing like what we're used to. You see what I'm saying?
Sound wild.
So that's where I'm going with it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing that they've already sent them cease and desist, get off our land type shit. And police got to start moving, and they only got like 72 hours to respond. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell going on that side. That shit just is twisted.
The tribes are taking back over, man. They're taking back the fucking land. You know, we're getting ready for this pole shift. We're going from a negative run space to a positive run space. Think about when everything becomes more positive instead of always so negative, right? When that pole shift hits, because a lot of people out there think the pole shift is when the North Pole and the South Pole somehow flip and the world gets turned upside down and it creates a fucking apocalypse, right? That's the fucking bullshit story they sold us. The real pole shift is in polarity. It just is the dominant polarity on the planet. Right now, the dominant polarity is a negative charge. So everything negative in this world is powered and made better. That's why all these satanic rituals are working. That's why all these things are happening. That's why we got all this stuff in the news. That's why, you know what I mean? That's why we have all these things in Hollywood that are crazy. Because the negativity works. It's empowered under this negative earth, right? That pole shift is happening, and it's going to turn us into a positive earth. And then everything we've been doing positive is going to get charged. And that's the wealth transfer. That's the money flip. That's the last shall be first type shit. Is now the positive vibes are now charged to do the good work. You know what I mean? To do the good shit in the world, to make the good movies, to make the right music, to make the good stuff. You know what I mean? Not the stuff that's just going to be negative all the time, like we have now. Right?
Yeah. Bomb droppers.
Another Intox rant.
Part 105.
Oh, shit. Yeah. Yeah, we can start wrapping this thing up, man. I'm getting long-winded over here.
Yeah.
But I'm having a good time.
Hey,
I appreciate y'all being here, man. Yeah, I appreciate y'all being here. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for stopping by. Enjoy these good energies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stay up, man.
You got a little drink in there left?
Yeah.
We'll toast it up.
Happy birthday to you.
Appreciate it. Another trip around the sun.
Awkward
right?
intelligence.
Yup. Spread love, spread truth.
You know it. Go to the shop, man. Go grab something. Grab a shirt.
Yeah.
Something, man.
Yeah. Candles
Got
on there. We got the
there.
healing products on there. Healing candles and stuff. Yeah. Spread the love. Spread the love.
Get your vibe right.
Frequencies. Remember, frequencies matter. That's what these beads are doing. These beads got a frequency. Think about it.
Got my beads.
These beads got a frequency to them, and it's happening right here. Whatever it's doing, it's happening, and it's mixing with your aura, and it's creating whatever it's creating. You know? All of this stuff. I mean, look at all this energy. Flower of life stuff, you know what I mean? It's all doing something. It all has a frequency. Just think about it like that, you know? It all has a frequency. So, oh yeah, this was another gift. This is not on the website, folks. This was a gift. But this shirt here, the original Homeland Security, protecting our borders since 1492. Right? The originals. Yep. Don't let them fool you. You know who y'all are out there. You know who's original to this land. You know who's original out here. And I'm not saying that to create a divide. I'm saying that to understand the truth, because you've been lied to. You know, and that way with the truth, you can then make your own ideas out of that. You know what I mean? But just understand there's truth out there that you've been lied to. That's all I'm saying. I'm not trying to say anybody's better than anybody else or anything like that, but you have to understand who was really here, though, you know? Because when you start to understand that, you'll understand why the government is the government. Because who was here before them? That's what they don't teach you, you know? That's all we're saying. Look at it that way, you know? What was here before they were here?
They teach you what they want you to know. They want you to know.
Yeah, that's all we're saying. That's all we're saying. Not trying to create no divide.
No, ain't no divide, man.
No division.
Nothing I learned in school, I use today.
Yeah. I've heard that. I felt that. I've understood that.
But math.
For the most part, right. As long as you can still count, you pretty much can do most basic things. You know?
That's about it, man.
Yeah.
Like,
But you're right. You're right. When did you ever really use algebra? Even though that's math, but like, you know what I mean? Like too many things. Algebra was like A plus B
get the Y
over Y equals
X
C times a third or something.
Come on, man.
What does that even mean? I think they were just trying to confuse us, man.
Yeah.
I think they were just making shit up.
And I love math, yo, but I just hated that type shit.
Yeah. Yeah, just basic math is all you really needed. You know what I'm saying? It's like, after that, they could have taught us some other shit. You know, they could have taught us a skill or something. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's like I said, if you in this world,
something worth it.
Yeah, and think about it. In this world,
something we need.
In this world, as long as you can read, write, and do basic math, you can get around this world, no problem.
Good.
You know what I mean? Like, I mean, you got to be a little more advanced to do some advanced shit, but for the most part, you could make it. You know, with those three
Still
right there.
Work,
you know what I mean? But
right.
yeah. And so that's why I say it's a simple navigation idea, but it's like, how far do you want to go? You need to know more knowledge and have more advanced skills to go farther. But you can get around with basic shit for the most part. You know what I mean? If you understood that idea. You know what I mean? Like, you really could. You know? If you were like, I just need to get a job that makes this amount of money so I can live in this place for the rest of my fucking life and I can afford groceries and I'm good. I don't give a fuck about nothing else. You could do that and be done and just live this life every day and just have a good time. Watch your TV shows, chill, maybe see a girl or two here and there, you know what I mean? And you just live. You know what I mean? You could do it that simple if you really tried. You know, but most of us are just like chasing all this shit. Got to have this big house with these nice cars and these fucking nice clothes, and you know what I mean. And it's crazy how they got us. It's gonna take it back.
Move backwards, man.
Right? They made. I told this to Black the other day. I said they made it to where we thought we had to be individuals forever. We didn't realize we could work together. Their mind frame they put us in, the indoctrination they gave us in high school was
individual.
You got to make it on your own. They never told us we could do it together. You know what I mean? We just didn't hear that. We
They
didn't hear
said it
that.
in the damn thing. Individual.
Right.
They value
Right. That was what it was about.
by yourself.
But now we're learning. If we do this shit together, we can be stronger. We can do more shit. You know? That's the whole. Think about this. Look. Oh, I'm taking it into some deep shit. Y'all ready? We finishing with this. Y'all ready? So think about stuff like crowdfunding, Kickstarter, GoFundMe, right? That's how the real world should have worked. We should have all been funding each other's shits from the beginning. They just barely gave us that 5-7 years ago or whatever, 10 years ago. You know what I mean? Think about it. It should have always been that way since whenever. If people think about, remember, that's what the whole like sponsorships are. So like, and I'm going deeper. But matter of fact, let's just go deeper. Fuck that. I'm not talking about that part. Let's talk about this part now. So think about everything else that we've had, right? Lately. Instacart, DoorDash, Uber, all the things can just be brought to you, or your people can be driven away from you. You can send people. You see what I'm saying? We think all that's some new shit, like, oh, look at all this cool new shit happening, right? But you know who's always had that stuff? The rich. The rich have always had all of that from the beginning. You've never seen them at the grocery store. Somebody shops for them. You know what I mean? You've never seen them at this. You've never seen them do this because they get their stuff delivered to them. They're not out shopping. They ain't got time for that. They got other shit to do. They're spending time with their families. They're spending time with their loved ones. They're traveling. They're doing whatever the fuck they want to do. If their kid needs to go to school, they call the Uber, and the car comes and gets them. Back in the day, that was Uber. It just came and got them.
Right.
They paid for it. It's just on my tab. Just hit me at the end of the month. You know what I mean? It just pays for it. My kids can go wherever the fuck they want, left and right with these cars. I don't give a fuck. I don't care about that. I'm rich. You know what I mean? Like, that's the world we were supposed to live in. They stole it from us. We were supposed to live in that same type of world. Do you know what I mean? Where we would have had all these things too. And then we would have had all this time to spend with our children too. All this time to spend with our shit because we didn't have to go grocery shopping. We had a chef. We didn't have to cook our own meals. You see what I'm saying?
They got all that shit.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
So they've stolen it from us, and then now they've given it back to us like it's a privilege when they've had it the whole time because they could afford it. Now they got us paying for it to them and just funneling money back to them.
Dirty game.
Dirty game, bro.
Droppers. Dirty game.
So if you stuck around for the whole episode, look what you got at the end. A nice little gem.
Dirty game.
I'm just out here researching, putting it together, folks. You know what I mean? I'm just throwing shit together. I'm just, you know what I mean? I'm just one man, but there's plenty of us out there, men and women out there doing the research, looking these things up, checking these things out. And then you just figure things out. You just go, look at this. Check this shit out. You know what I mean? Look what I've uncovered.
It's to make you dig more, that's all.
Yeah, exactly. That's for me. It makes me more hungry for the information. Right. Yeah, it makes me more hungry
for more what?
So yeah, definitely.
Dig for the knowledge.
Right. Yeah, you got to sometimes.
Instead of digging for the gold, dig for the knowledge.
Yeah, knowledge is the real fucking key. That's what Cat Williams just said. He said that on a podcast. Joe Rogan.
Facts.
He said that on Joe Rogan the other day. He just said knowledge is the real power. You know, that's what everybody's after. The knowledge. So yeah, it's a spiritual war. It's a fight for your soul. It's a fight for your soul. We're here.
Basically.
Yeah. So yeah. I guess with that, thanks for showing up. Awkward Intelligence. I'm Intox along with
BDot, baby.
And we'll catch you on the next one.
Awkward